Welcome to the book Babble for February. Caught me on a snow day, so in my snow togs, because I have to clear the drive every 5 minutes, we got a foot of snow. So, what we have here are two. I have Paper Sun and The Invited. Both are great. Paper Sun I'll start with. That comes out in July, so keep an eye out for this one. It's by S.J. Rosen, and it is a Bill Smith, Lydia Chin mystery. I haven't read these before. I'm going to have to read all of them because I loved this. It was just a really fun book. Lydia is Chinese, and her mother, who apparently doesn't like her profession and also doesn't like Bill, has hired her, which means she's not getting paid, to find a cousin in the Mississippi Delta who has been arrested for murdering his father. And she is, she's never been to Mississippi. She has all these preconceptions, and they are totally busted by the time she gets to the end of the book. It doesn't help that the cousin she's never met has just broken himself out of jail. It's a great story. There are some interesting little elements like online gambling. That's a big thing in here, but also the attitude of the local police towards Lydia and Bill. Bill, who actually happens to be not a Mississippi native, but he's from that area, so he has more of an idea of what's going on. I was not expecting the ending I got, but it worked perfectly. As I said, this series is great. If you haven't read them, start. They're great. Okay, so the next one. This is a little out of my wheelhouse. It's a ghost story. The Invited by Jennifer McMahon. This one comes out in... when does it come out? April. So this one's a lot closer. This is the story of, there's a little bit of a time shift in this, but not much. So it starts off with a woman called Hattie, whose daughter has just, in 1924, her daughter has just burned down the schoolhouse. Hattie knew it was going to happen. Hattie knows things. Hattie could be called a witch. And the local people, she predicted this, so of course the local people go straight to her, and they hang her as a witch. And the legend of Hattie continues. Everything that happens that's bad in Hartsborough is basically, it's Hattie's fault. Hattie did it. Hattie led the so-and-so into the bog. Hattie killed so-and-so. It's basically, it's a boogeyman. And into this community come two former teachers from Connecticut, Nate and Helen. They want to build their own house and live off the land, which sounds like a great idea until they get there. The locals don't like them. The locals think they're flatlanders. Their neighbours, the daughter of the neighbour, whose name is Olive, thinks that they are there to find the treasure, which she is looking for and has not found yet. Olive's mother ran away the year before, and so she and her father are in a house which her father is constantly changing. He's ripping out walls and putting them back up and then changing something else. So basically she's living in a building site. She ends up helping Nate and Helen especially. Helen is a historian, and so, well, she's a history teacher, but she's also a historian, and she is trying to find out more about Hattie, because the land that they are building their house on is the land that Hattie's original house was on. She starts to find artifacts that are to do with Hattie and her descendants. And this is where it gets weird, because normally in a ghost story there's a haunted house. In this ghost story, the haunted house actually doesn't start as anything. It starts as a foundation and just basically gets more and more haunted the more artifacts are brought into the house. And the question is, what are the ghosts looking for? Are they after revenge on the town for what they did to Hattie and her descendants? or are they out to save someone? Time will tell. You'll have to read the book. It was a great read. I didn't read it at night because it is a ghost story and I'm a coward. So, but I loved the that sense of something weird and not quite. It's a modern day ghost story, basically. And I highly recommend it. So that's it. That's the book Babble for now. There will be more coming up. I've got a couple that I'm going to read today. At least one I'm going to read today and one I'm going to read tomorrow. And if the snow keeps up, we might have another snow day. So I hope you enjoyed a little gallop through these two. Also, the book I read, If She Wakes by Michael Corita, I believe his name is, was really good. And that's another series that I'm going to have to look for in airports because I've not read any of his, and there are so many good books out there that I'm finding that I've totally missed. So, hope you enjoyed that, and there will be more soon. Bye for now.